In this video, we are going to see about sorting algorithms, and in this, I'm going to explain about what is bubble sort. So, what is bubble sorting algorithm? So, let us see an example. So, imagine this is an array. So, this is an array of integers. So, what would bubble sort do to this array? So, first we have two variables, namely I and j. So, I starts from 0th index and j start from I plus 1th index. So now we will compare the values I and j. So 3 and 2. So since I is greater than j, we swap them. So after swapping, we have 2 and 3. So we'll move to the next element. So remember, I starts from 0 and j is I plus 1. So if I is 0, j is 1. If I is 2, j is 3. So now we will check the value. We will check the condition if I greater than j. So no. So I is smaller than j. So we will move to the next element. So 4 and 9. So I is less than j. So we will move to the next element. So 9, since 9 is greater than 7, we will swap them. So after swapping, we will have 7 and 9. So after swapping, we will move to the next element. So I will be 6 and j will be 9. So I is less than j. So we will move to the next element. And here I, the value of I is greater than j. So now we will swap them. So after swapping, we will have 1 and 9. So then after swapping, we will increment I by 1. So we will have, so I, now the value of I is 9 and value of j is 8. So now I is greater than j, we will swap them. So one iteration have been done through the array. So after one iteration, we will repeat this until the array is fully sorted. So the next iteration will be again the same process. I starts from 0 and j will be I plus 1. So I is less than j, then move to the next element. I is less than j, next element. I is less than j, next element. So here I is greater than j. So we will swap them. And after swapping, we will move to the next element. So 7 is greater than 1. So we will swap them. After swapping, we will increment I by 1 and I is less than j, increment I by 1, I is less than j. So we reach the end of the array. Again, we will repeat the process. So here I is less than j, next element, I is less than j, next element, I is less than j, next element, I is greater than j. So we will swap them. After swapping, we will move to the next element. So this process repeats until there is no elements are swapped. So next iteration, so we will move I is 4 and j is 1, I is greater than j, swap them, and same process. So I is less than j, so I is greater than j, swap them. After swapping, move to the next element. Same process repeats until the array is fully sorted. So there is a swap happened here. So the array is fully sorted. So after the array is fully sorted, we should return the array. So how will now we see the code of the process. So first I'll create an integer array arr. So I'll have the elements 2, 3, 5, 1, 4, 9, 8, and 7 and 6. So we'll have this array and we have to do the bubble sort algorithm. So what is bubble sort algorithm? We'll compare next element and we will swap them if the first element is greater than the second element. So we need to use a for loop for int k equal to 0, k less than array dot length minus 1. So array dot length itself, and then k plus plus. So you will have a flag. So what is a flag? The flag indicates whether a swap is happened or not. So we will have it as a boolean value. Boolean flag equal to, let me have it as true. So true, if flag true means there is no swap happened in the array. If the flag is false, there is a swap happened. So we will need to further repeat the process. So flag equal to true, and then we'll have another for loop inside it named I equal to 0 and I less than array dot length. So I will keep this as a length here, int len equal to array dot length. So I will replace it with len, and here also len. So remember, the value of I will be less than 1 less than the last index. So if you know, so the length of this array is 8. So since the length of the array is, sorry, yeah, the length of the array is 8. So the index starts with 0 and ends with 7. So remember, the length of the array is 8 and the index is 7. So I need my last value of I will be 6. See, 2 is the index of 0, 1 is the index of 1, 3 is the index of 2, and 4 is the index of 4, and so on. And the last element will be of index 7. So my I value should be less than that. For that, I will keep it as -1. So remember, the length of the array will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the length of this array is, so len will be 9. So the index starts from 0 and index ends with 8. So my j value will be the last element, and my i value will be the previous element 7. So that means the value of I is 8 minus 1. So for that I am giving this as len minus 1 and then I plus plus. So I am assigning the value of j equal to I plus 1. So the value I ends with 7 and the value j ends with 6. So now I have to check. So array of I less than, sorry, greater than array of j. So if the value of I is greater than of value of j, we need to swap them. So int temp equal to array of I equal to array of j, and then array of j equal to array of, sorry, temp. So we have swapped the values. So after swapping it, so when we swap them, I need to set the flag as false to check whether the swap has happened or not. So if flag. So what is if flag? So the flag will be true if there is no swap happened. So that means if there is no swap happened, I need to break the loop. So to break the loop, break. So now let me print the value system.out.println array start to string. So I'll use printing the for loop for int I equal to 0, I less than array, sorry, len I plus plus system.out.println array of I. So let me save it, and now let me run the code java c test dot Java. So there is no compilation error. Test. So the value is, so the array is sorted. So it starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So the bubble sort algorithm compare the consecutive two elements. So first and two, 2 and 3, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Likewise, it compares the next element. So 2 and 3, 2 and 3, then 3 and 5, then 5 and 1, then 1 and 4. Compare the elements, next elements, and swap them if the first element is greater than the second element. So we can also print this as in the descending order by just changing the greater than sign as less than sign. So let me check it. So there is no compilation error, and see. Now the array is printed in the descending order. So by changing the signs, we can print this as an ascending order or it as an descending order. So it is so simple. So why bubble sort? So bubble sort is a basic concept for sorting all the sorting algorithms. So it is a foundation for the many sorting algorithms. And the main drawback of bubble sort is the time complexity. Since we are using two for loops which are nested inside one another, the time complexity will be, so time complexity will be big O of n square. So what is big O of n square? So if imagine if there are 9 elements in the array, so O of n square, so 9 power 2 equals, so in this value, in this case, n equal to 9. That means 9 power 2, which is the worst case scenario, and it is 81. So imagine it as an so if imagine you have a 10,000 datas, 10,000 values or 1 lakh values. So what is the time complexity? 1 lakh square, 10,000 square. It is so much. It takes so many times to sort the array. So we will use more optimized arrays such as merge sort, quick sort, and even heap sort are there, which runs in the time complexity of O of n log n or O of log n. So we will see in the next videos like merge sort, quick sort, insertion sort, heap sort. I'll upload the next videos. Thank you.